Ral and Zoe showing us how to Monday, but after that workout, you want to get some protein in, and we are going to be making a steak. Now, a steak dinner can be expensive, but who said you have to have a whopping big piece on every plate? Well, Abigail Donnelly's rump chunks with charred corn and cabbage tostadas will really stretch your steak into a delicious supper for four. All you have to do is prep all these elements for these South African-inspired tostadas beforehand and have a fun little assemble your own family dinner. Now, Chef Clem is here showing us how it's all done. Good morning, Chef Clem.
Good morning.
Tostadas, you
Tostadas.
say?
I like it. And it's a good way to make one big steak and like spread it across so many different plates. So I really like this recipe. Should we just start? Should we just do it?
We should get into, right?
I'm using a beautiful rump, but you could use a T-bone and cut up to 2 pieces. You could use ribeye, you could use sirloin. Whatever you like, it would work really well with this recipe. And woolly steaks are aged for a minimum of 28 days. And that's absolutely amazing. That's when you get intense flavor, intense, beautiful marbling. Talking about intense, even more intense than that, 20% of any 2 thick cut steaks. That's all about Black Friday. And Woolies, they own Black Friday.
More happy, more less, just more of everything.
More
everything
of
we need
everything
right now to make us happy. This steak looks beautiful. Look at that.
Right.
Just looks
it is so beautiful, so beautiful. Okay, what we're going to do now, first, most importantly, take it out 45 minutes before you start cooking with it. You want your steak to come to room temperature as much as possible.
Got it.
Then, when you cut it into chunks, don't do tiny squares. Make sure it's chunky, all right? That way, you're going to really get a nice sear in it, and you feel like you're eating a mini steak every time you take a bite into it. So all you're going to do is now, from here, why am I not cutting this guy up?
Like, what happened to the little one at the end? What did he do to you?
He's going in. And then I say, like, keep it like that chunky. Is that okay?
Also, just the texture, you want to make sure
yeah,
it's nice
absolutely.
and meaty as well.
Nice and meaty. Then, if you can, I would cut these into chunks and then season it as much as I can ahead of time. And then you really let the flavor get into the steak. We're good. I'm happy with that. So, onto that now. Salt.
Yay.
You got to do it from a height as well. That's actually very important. Oh, I'm spilling salt.
Why? Yeah,
Devils, the devils. For everyone. Okay, hot pan. You want to get a good sear on this. So nice, the oil's in there. You can see it smoking. You want that. Steak goes in.
Oh, and that's all you want to hear. You
exactly
want to hear that feel.
Then, while that's happening, I'm going to ask you, can you add your roasted corn to your cabbage and your red wine vinegar?
I can.
Then, I'm going to make a Monkeygland sauce. In here, I've got onions, I've got garlic. Now I'm going to add my tomatoes. Monkeygland sauce. I didn't know it was a South African thing. I thought it was just like an international thing.
I always thought it was South African. It's not. It is South African?
It is?
Okay.
Yeah.
South Africa, everything good comes from us. So what am I doing with this?
Just mix.
The two of this.
So red wine vinegar going in here with the chutney. Chutney is important in a Monkeygland sauce. If there's no chutney, it's not a Monkeygland sauce. Sugar going in. Tabasco sauce. A little bit of salt. A little bit of pepper. And what I like doing is I like a smooth Monkeygland sauce. So once it comes up to a summer, I actually blend everything, make it super smooth, especially because I added those big chunky tomatoes in there.
And it also sits so nice on that beautiful piece of meat as well. So you're getting the chunk again from the meat and all the flavors from the meat as opposed to that.
Absolutely. Okay, heat up. So I've toasted some tortillas. You can add some corn to it any way you want to. And then the next steak's going to come. So you can do your thing. You can add your...
Am I doing that?
Yeah, and there's your Monkeygland sauce.
Okay.
So when it comes to a steak, right, as soon as you put it down, it's very important that you don't lift it, you don't mess with it. You want the steak to get a chance to get that crust on it. So when you're ready to go, you can just give it a little shaky shake.
It is on fire, India. I was not expecting that at all.
No. Guys, don't do that at home. Your mom's going to look at you like...
She's going to call.
Everybody knows that. Your mom's going to look at you and be like, no, what's going on? And also, we do have a fire extinguisher here. So, you see now, we've got that nice brown on the steak. Can you see? And that's the brown that you want. That's where all the flavor is. So you get that intense crust on it, that intense sear on it. That's where all the flavor comes from. So make sure you get that nice and golden in there.
And
I see Ralph's back. That's Ralph's piece. That's Ralph's steak.
Are you keeping that piece for him? You don't want it too long, I'm assuming, because otherwise it's going to get like tight.
Yeah, tough. Yeah. You're right, especially rump. You don't want to ever overcook rump because it will get seized up and become super tight. Yeah. So I think we're going to go for like a rare on this. You could totally cook it for longer. As long as you get that crust in it, you're good. Perfect. So just a little bit. Let's plate this up. You would want your steaks to rest before you plate them up. Just give it a chance to relax.
Yes.
Again, if you want it more well done at home, let it go for a little longer.
Everyone's
I'm going to keep this, actually, yeah, I'm going to let this go for a little longer. And you're good. Sprinkle some parsley over, some lemon zest. Dinner on a Monday is so easy, and honestly, it tastes so, so good. So don't forget, 20% of any 2 thick cut steaks. Have fun with it. Make your favorite steak dinner. Now's the time.
Chef Clem, I'm going to brag to everyone and say that I made that because that looks pretty good, even though I just made the little slaw. But of course, you at home, if you missed out on any of the steps and you want to get your hand on the recipe, expressoshow.com is where it's all happening. This is our very own South African-inspired tostadas. Chef Clem, thank you so much.
Thank you.